With the fall of Epsilon Base, Gaalsien intelligence acquired the satellite data and coordinates of our expedition's destination. They believe that whatever lies at the center of the Dreamlands, our target, is Kartoba, the birthplace of our existence on Kharak, and the key to their ascension.
That's not all. Having decrypted the Gaalsien base data, I found a message from my brother embedded in the code.
Rachel, if you find this, you know I've been taken prisoner by the Gaalsien forces. One of the artifacts they've unearthed is the trigger to a weapon of vast, destructive power. They do not yet understand what they possess, but I do, and I have a plan. I know you're coming. Be ready.
The Khad Sajuk's fleet is making for the primary anomaly. With no other choice but to resupply, we need to rendezvous with the Coalition landers inbound from Tyr. Surrounded by desert, the only place they can set down is the Khashar Plateau, located here. Coordinates locked in.
Coalition landers, both Sujet and Sadim, are currently inbound, which means we need to secure that plateau.
There are multiple access points. All units prepare to engage the enemy and take the high ground.
Copies. Make ready. New sector designated. Move out.
Salvage your copies. RU coordinates acquired. Moving the site.
The Sakala have engaged Gaalsien forces, delaying their arrival.
Turret ahead. We need to avoid its line of fire. Reporting. Copy that. Coordinates confirmed.
We've detected something. Can you confirm visual? Strike craft taking effective fire.
Strike fighter online.
Enemy railgun firing on friendly. Attack course set. Set new heading.
Runner. Science officer en route.
Hostile range craft destroyed. Green line.
Intel. With the data from the Gaalsien base decrypted, we have gained access to new research on artifact technology and how our enemy is using it.
Excellent. Thank you, Rachel. New upgrades to the Capisi's fabrication systems are now available.
Attack.
Recommend commencing upgrades now. The Gaalsien are dug in behind heavy turret emplacements.
Alert.
In order to punch through, we require a heavily armored cruiser.
Ready.
Upgrade the Capisi's fabrication facilities to produce battle cruisers.
Update. Responded to.
Engage hostiles.
Update received. Patching in now.
Reading.
CU field depleted.
Light attack vehicle is under fire.
Go for support.
Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed.
CU site exhausted.
Ready.
Control group 1 designated.
Confirmed. Eyes on hostile railgun.
We read you.
Research completed.
Enemy railgun eliminated.
Mobilize.
Move out and be ready.
Attention.
Standing by. We're moving. Strike fighter ready for service. Target EMP.
Sent message. Ready. Set new heading.
Salvager ready.
Fleet Group 3 assigned.
Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. Alert! Rachel is under fire.
Receiving.
Hostile craft in AO. Maneuver for visual confirmation. Ready. Send.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn. This is the captain. New heading set. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated.
Ready for orders. Identified RU site on scanner. Conducting sweep. Salvager ready.
Hostile railguns have opened up.
Moving the site.
Ready. Reposition. Reposition. Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Alert! Rachel is at 75% hull integrity.
Target set. EMP.
Alert! Support taking hostile.
Turret down. Let's get moving. Ready. Go.
Alert!
Go.
Rachel is in contact.
Fast attack pattern. Full speed.
Got him in sight.
Runner.
Firing.
Move order confirmed.
Enemy production cruiser has appeared in the AO. Strike craft taking effective fire. Make ready. Hostile range craft destroyed. Alert. Go LAB down. QPC copy.
Strike
We
fighter
got something on the
approach vector
horizon.
dialed in.
Waiting for eyes on to ascending systems on. Tracking armored craft on approach. Combat relay. Hostile production cruiser eliminated. Fire! Keep enemy railgun firing on friendly. This is the captain. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed.
Reading. Get out here. Move.
Alert. Support craft has been engaged.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack course set.
Okay, time to roll. Reporting. Base runner is en route.
Combat alert. Support craft lost.
Runner.
Light attack vehicle is under fire.
Launch EMP.
Be advised. Group 1 lost. Repeat. Group 1 lost.
Standing by.
QPC copies.
Strike fighter online. Strike fighter coordinates dialed in. Bomber operational.
Vector dialed in. We're in the pipe.
Bomber to launch deck.
Bomber online. Ready for launch. Ready. Send.
CU field depleted. Carrier warning. Heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage. CU's exhausted.
Alert. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Support taking hostile fire. Hostile railguns have opened up. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing
Ready.
designated. Make ready.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Green light confirmed. Engine off.
Hack payload on target.
Combat alert. Support craft down.
Receiving. Reposition. Reposition.
Be advised, an RU site has been exhausted of resources.
Attention.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn.
This is Rachel, go ahead.
Enemy railgun
Order
eliminated.
confirmed.
Go ahead. We're ready for orders.
PC copies. Get us moving.
Alert. Multiple cruisers detected atop the plateau.
Fire. Enemy railgun firing on friendlies.
Support ready.
Alert, turret post destroyed. Hostile designated. Mark bearing.
Defend that area with the turret. Runner, go ahead. Runner copies. Deploy a turret on that location. We read you. Copy. Moving.
Alert, support craft has been engaged. The captain.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Green line confirmed. Engines on.
Ready. Get us moving.
Enemy armor on approach.
Roger that. Coordinates confirmed.
Hostile range craft destroyed. Make ready.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack course set.
Reporting. New coordinates verified.
Rachel is taking fire. Respond.
Ready for command. Guard position confirmed. Reporting. We're moving. Salvage your copies.
Standing by.
Hostile
Runner
detected.
copies.
Visual unconfirmed.
Reporting.
Runner.
This is Rachel. Go ahead. Reading you. Runner copies. Energy signature confirmed. An artifact has been discovered. Artifact position marked. Moving out.
We read you. Move out.
Artifact recovered. Authentication confirmed.
Attention.
We have insufficient CUs.
Salvage your copies. Advance to mark CUs. Salvage are ready. Displace to that CU field. Railgun reading you. Coordinates confirmed. Sent message. New coordinates verified.
CU field expended.
Ready for orders. Advance to mark CUs. Identified RU site on scanner. Conducting sweep. Salvage your copies. Move out. RU coordinates acquired. Moving to site. Salvage are ready. Displace to that CU field. We read you.
Vehicle returning for decommission.
Set heat exchange switches to manual. Just remember to reset if we hit contact.
Ready. Send. Reading.
RU deposit depleted. Strike fighter ready for service. Strike fighter online.
Find the cruise missile launch coordinates. Clear.
CU deposit depleted. Operations update. RUs in the region have been drained. CU field depleted. CU field expended.
Capacity copies.
Research completed.
Copy.
CU's
We're moving.
exhausted.
Base runner is en route.
CU deposit depleted. An RU site has been
Get
depleted.
a turret up. Make sure it's combat ready. Reporting. Reading you. Defend that area with a turret. Reading you, Command.
RU site
Range.
exhausted.
Move confirmed.
Enemy AA units on the plateau. Our airspace is compromised. They must be removed.
Trackers assigned. Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO. Respond. Alert. Support taking hostile fire.
Ready. New coordinates verified.
Assault cruiser.
The Sakala has disengaged from enemy forces and now on approach to the plateau.
Fleet Group 5 assigned.
New coordinates verified. Reporting. Set new heading. Runner, go ahead. Roger that. Coordinates confirmed.
Hostile railguns opened up. Move out. Alert. A turret post just went down.
Cruiser copies. Get this cruiser into the fray.
Support ready.
Receiving 5x5. Set new heading.
Runner. Rachel moving out.
Ready. Confirmed. Target in sight.
Hostile armor eliminated.
Contact on the board.
Attention. Get us moving.
Support ready. Move order confirmed.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing
Get us
designated.
underway.
Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. Alert. Hostile siege cruiser sighted.
Receiving. Readjust for target.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight. Hostile light attack vehicle.
Gaalsien bombers inbound. Prepare anti-air units.
Hostile production cruiser verified. Take it out.
Weapon lock.
Reading. Ready. Set.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack course set. Battle report. Hostile siege cruiser eliminated. Attention. Coordinates confirmed. PC copy.
Support ready. Focus the repair on primary systems.
Make ready.
Strike.
Enemy armor on approach.
Okay.
We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate. A turret is under fire. Hostile strike craft down. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach.
Updating your system. Confirmed.
Set.
Updates in and working.
This is the captain. Enemy production cruiser
Bomber
sighted.
to launch
Engage and destroy.
Copy that. Bomber on deck.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight. Be advised. Tracking hostiles.
Deploy a turret on that location. Reading you. Get a turret up. Make sure it's combat ready.
Battle report. Enemy production cruiser destroyed. Alert. Support craft has been engaged.
Punch it!
Construction resources exhausted.
Reading.
We have insufficient CU. Strike fighter coordinates dialed in. Construction resources exhausted.
Power channel 8 secondary. Maintain stability.
Repair the critical systems first. We have insufficient CUs.
Attention.
Construction resources exhausted.
Enemy contacts on the board. Attack course set. Hostile armor incoming.
We have insufficient CUs. Bomber to launch.
Enemy armor disabled. Bomber online.
Construction resources exhausted.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected.
We have insufficient CUs. Coordinates dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn.
Construction resources
Get this cruiser
exhausted.
into the fray. Reporting.
Strike craft destroyed.
Coordinates verified.
We have insufficient
Contact on
CUs.
board.
Hostile production cruiser verified. Take it out.
This cruiser into the fray.
Construction resources exhausted.
Keep on them. Support ready. Roger that.
We have insufficient CUs. Construction resources exhausted.
Ready for orders. On the move.
We have insufficient CUs.
Runner.
Construction resources
moving.
exhausted.
Ready. Set new heading.
We have insufficient CUs.
PC moving out. Get us moving. Alert. Support taking hostile fire. Enemy railgun firing on friendlies.
Receiving. Full power. Move.
Crew ready. New coordinates verified.
We've detected something. Can you confirm
Fighter
visual?
Inspector dialed in.
Green line confirmed. Tracking armored craft on approach.
Send message.
Enemy railgun eliminated. Off ready. New target. Reading. New heading set. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Make ready. New sector designated. Move out.
Salvager ready. Mobilizing.
Enemy production cruiser has appeared in the AO. This is the captain.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position. PC copy. Hostile railguns have opened up.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Hostile range craft destroyed. Ready to burn.
Go ahead. Readjust for target. Online. Get this cruiser moving.
Alert. Support cruiser lost. The railgun is taking effective fire.
Tracking target.
Ready. Send. Alert. Railgun down.
Fighter approach vector dialed in.
Alert. Support craft has been engaged.
We're ready for orders. Move out.
We've got hostile on sensor. Confirm visual.
Copy. Moving.
Alert. Rachel is in contact. Hostile designated. Mark Baron. Attention. Enemy armor on approach.
Fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight.
Ready for order. Target locked.
Salvager has been engaged. Go ahead. En route. Be advised. Group 5 lost. Repeat. Group 5 lost. Make ready. Alert. Salvager destroyed.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Enemy railgun firing on friendly. One of our turrets is taking fire. The captain. Alert. Turret post destroyed. Reading.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Enemy railgun eliminated. Vector dialed in. We're in the fight. Alert. Salvager lost. We read you. Hostile strike craft down. The captain.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Green line confirmed. Engines hot. Bullseye 009. Hostile armor eliminated. Move on. We've got a salvager under fire. Be advised. Group 3 lost. Repeat. Group 3 lost. Alert. This is carrier red alert. Taking command fire. Carrier taking fire.
Fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack course set. Dispatch over bullseye at 008 for 20. Strike craft destroyed. Attention. All stations.
Weapon systems online.
Crew ready. Ready. Stand. Get us moving. New sector. Hostile armor incoming. Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned.
Reporting. New coordinates verified.
Attention.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn. Make ready. New heading hostile light attack vehicle. Visually authenticated. PC copies.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack course set.
Bomber to launch deck.
Bomber set for launch.
Alert. Rachel is under fire.
Reading. Get out of here. Move.
Alert. Support taking hostile fire.
Go. Go.
All hands. Our bomber is under enemy fire. Combat alert. Bomber lost. This is the captain. Level steady. Maintain combat alert. Support craft lost.
Focus your fire.
Be advised. Group 4 lost. Repeat. Group 4 lost. Alert. Carrier taking fire. Warning. Rachel strike craft taking effective fire.
Move.
Hostile strike craft down.
Move.
Crew ready. Alert. LAV
Fighter
down.
approach vector dialed in.
Attack course set. Fire on the move! Fast attack back. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Listen up. All stations reporting. This is the captain.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. Strike fighter taking hostile fire. Alert. Strike fighter destroyed. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed. PC copy.
Standing by. New heading set.
Ready. Stand. Target on the board. Attention.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. Enemy armor disabled.
Engage that target.
Go, push it out. Press front.
Engage hostiles.
A Gaalsien assault force is approaching. Hold the plateau.
Make ready. Reading. PC moving out. New sector designated. Move out. Get us moving. This is the captain.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn. Tracking armored craft on approach. Hostile on sensor. Course authentication pending. Interceptor taking fire. Alert. Strike fighter lost. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire.
Reading. Get us moving.
Hostile armor eliminated. Alert. Rachel is in contact.
Reposition. Reposition.
This is the captain.
dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe. Attention!
The plateau has been secured. Excellent work. Gaalsien forces in retreat.
Plateau secured. We need to hold this landing zone.
Personal log. Intelligence Officer Nathan Sajet. Expedition Carrier Kapisi. Back home, the tide of war is starting to turn. Our men and women are fighting door to door, reclaiming entire neighborhoods as they push back these Gaalsien invaders. But here, the Khad Sajuk's fleet is approaching our expedition's target as we are forced to sit and wait on landers inbound from Tyr. We are so close, yet with every hour we fall further behind our enemy. The future of our expedition depends on those flight crews. Roach, you crazy SOB. You're the best lander pilot I've ever known. If anyone can do this, it's you. You better not have forgotten that bottle I asked for.